Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at another game that we picked up at this year's Origins called Arch Ravels. Arch Ravels is a game from XYZ Game Labs. Plays 2 to 4 players in 30 to 45 minutes. I've only played this at 2, so I can't speak to multiple players, more players than that. But we banged it out in about 45 minutes, and that was learning it and all that. So once you get it down, you're probably going to be knocking it out a little bit quicker. But what you're doing in this game is you are taking on the role of, I don't know what they're called, but they're people who like to knit with yarn or crochet, I'm not sure. And you are trying to make different types of items to fulfill projects, or maybe you want to complete your special project. Like one of the characters really likes to make this little cute dinosaur to score the most points. You're going to do that by basically collecting yarn pieces, and you're going to be converting those pieces into the pieces that you're trying to make. That's effectively what the game is. That was a terrible explanation, so let's just go down to the table and see how it works. Alright, so here's a game of Arch Ravels, all set up for 2 players. To set up, you're going to get out the tray with all the stuff in it. Just take the lid off. You're going to put the board in the middle here like I've done. In a 2-player game, you're going to deal the projects, and you're going to have, forget how many there are, 8. I already set it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 8. And you're going to flip 3. Different player counts are going to have a different amount. You're going to give each player a player board with one of these random project tiles down here. Or craft tiles down here. There's going to be a bear, some mittens, and a scarf. They're all going to be different colors, so you can see this player's is different than that player's. You're going to start with 1 yarn of each color in your bowl and your pawn that matches your player board. Each player is also going to have one of these turn order cards, action selections, and what you're going to be doing here. All right. Then you're going to create the deck, which I've already done. You're going to take out each of the special projects here that the player likes. So I like the Snugglesaurus, they like unicorns, and 1 per player, so there's 4 total. You're going to shuffle those into the top of the deck, and you're going to flip 6 and get it right there. If you flip up any events or special projects, reshuffle them into the deck. So I've already done that. All right, so now let's go ahead and get started. This player will go first. What you're going to do is you have to move this piece here around actions to take any different action. So I can go from here to here, back to here, to here, back to here. I just can't stay here twice in a row. Okay, so the actions are shopping. This lets me take 4 cards from the board. The card has how many yarn you get and what colors. So for example, there's a 2 red, 2 blue, all that kind of thing. If, for example, it's my turn and there's a card missing due to an event or something, that space, I can use that space to get 1 of any type of yarn. Over here, I can craft 2 items using the yarn in my bowl. Down here is my special ability, so I can shop twice and craft 1. This player can shop twice and craft 1 using any colors to fill in for other colors. And then this is an exchange. So you can exchange up to 3 yarn of 1 color for 3 yarn of a different color. All right, so let's go ahead and go. So my first turn, I want to get some yarn. So I'm going to go here. And I want to get blue, so I'll take 2 blue. I can take 4 cards, 2 blue. Let's see. I don't really need red. Yeah, I'll take the 2 red. 2 red. Then I'll take a purple. Nope, I don't need purple. I'll take green and yellow. I took these 4 cards, all right? So they get discarded. Then at the end of my turn, we're going to restock. So restocking is taking a card from the deck and refilling all the spaces. So we got 1, 2, 3. If an event comes up, we'll sort that out. Then I have some other things I can do. I can finish a project. So once I've crafted some pieces down here, I'm going to have tokens. I can then spend those tokens to fulfill these projects. So if I had the hat and the scarf, I could cash those in to take this project. It's worth 13 points. Each of these are also worth points at the end, but the projects are better. All right, and then I can learn a pattern. To learn a pattern, anything that I've crafted, so say I had a bear, I can return that bear to the supply, and I'll flip this tile over, and it's now less specific, because here I had to use orange. Now it's worth 3 points at the end of the game, and I can use any of 3 of one color. So there we go. That's that. Next thing I can do is I can frog it. I can get rid of something that I've made. So say this hat again. I can take this cap or whatever, and then I can frog it, which means take it apart to get 2 different colors of yarn if I want to do that. But I can't do any of that because I haven't made anything, so I'm done. Now it's the other player's turn. They're going to, I think they're going to craft. Let's see what we can craft here. No, I can't craft yet. So I'm going to grab some yarn. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to shop twice. I'll grab this and this. So that's 2 purples and 2 greens in the bowl. These get discarded. All right, then I can also craft using any colors, craft 1 thing. And I think I'm going to craft, what do I have to be of? I'm going to craft a bear using green. I need 3 1 colors, and I can use any color, so I'm going to use green to get a bear. So now I have a bear. All right, craft 1 thing. Now I'll go to the restock. I refill all these. If any events come up, we'll sort those out. Ooh, that one's nice. 2 of any color. Then I can finish a project. Nothing I can finish here. I can learn a pattern, which I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to spin my bear, and I'm going to flip this bear pattern over. So now I can use any color, not just purple, to make a bear. And then I can frog it. I have nothing to frog, so I'm done. All right, back to this player. I'm going to move to the crafting 2 things. So let's see. This is a little easier to see what we got in the bowl, so let's dump it out here. So let's see. I won't need to make a hat and a scarf. So let's do a scarf. Red, orange, green, blue. That's a scarf. Red, orange, green, blue. So there's a scarf. And then I'm going to make a hat, which is 2 different colors. I will do red and green. That'll give me this, because I can craft 2 things. So now I have a hat. All right, so that's my turn. Let's put these back in my bowl. All right, I'm not going to restock because I didn't take any tokens. Then I can finish a project, and I'm going to do that. So I'm going to spend the hat and the scarf, complete this project. Finish projects, come over here. It's worth 13 points at the end. Just tuck it under your board or next to your board, whatever. They don't have to slide down, but I'm going to. And we'll bring out a new project at the end of my turn. I'll learn a pattern. I have no crafts, no items crafted to turn a pattern. I frog it, nothing to return. Done. I'll play 1 more turn, and then I'll talk about how the game ends. So this player, they're going to come up here, and can they craft 2 things? Yeah, they're going to craft 2 things as well. So they're going to do 3 purple for a bear. So there's the bear. Bear can be any color. You just need 3 of 1 color. So here's the bear. And then for the second thing, they're going to do a hat. Hat is 2 of any color. Doesn't matter. 2 different colors. So I'll do a hat. So they have a bear and a hat. They're ready to go. All right. So they're going to do restock. Nothing to restock. Finish a project. There's nothing they can finish because they don't have enough stuff. They don't want to learn a pattern right now because they want to try to complete. They're working on this project here. So that's what they're trying to do. Frog it. They don't want to do that because they just built them. So they're done. Now the game's going to keep going like that until all these projects have been done, and there's less than 3 in the project. So at the end of someone's turn, if this is what it is, we're going to finish the round, and whoever has the most points is the winner. You're going to get points for any leftover of these that you've done, all your projects, any special projects, which I will show you now. I'll show you an event as well. All right, so if I had this project as well completed, it'd be worth 13 plus an additional 5 because it's my favorite project. And any yarn you have left over is -1. And you're also going to get points for these tiles that you have flipped over. And that's what your score is going to be. During the game, so that's how the game's going to end. But during the game, you're also going to come across some events. So when you're refilling this stock, say this is what happened instead of refilling. I filled this. I would choose a player. That player can't craft, and they they can't craft in the next turn. There's a little cat meeple, which I forgot to get out, but you can take the cat and you can throw it in that player's bowl. And then, because an event came out, that area stays blank. So it doesn't get refilled with another one. It's just right there. And that affects the player who's playing it. There are some that will say, give another player 1 yarn. There's some that say all players. See if I can find an all players one. No, but there's some that say all players, but usually when you draw it, it's relating to the person that drew the event, unless it says all players. So that is effectively how you play Arch Ravels. Let's go up the top, see what you think about it. All right, well, that was Arch Ravels. So this game is awesome. There's a little spoiler for you. I like this one quite a bit. It's basically a set collection game, resource management, contract fulfillment, where you're trying to get the appropriate colored yarns to turn them in to make certain pieces, and then turn those pieces in to projects or special projects to score the most points. But you don't want to have too much yarn because you lose points. It's a really straightforward game. The actions are pretty easy. You're going to the market, taking some yarn, and then you're either going to craft or you're going to convert, complete projects, all that kind of thing. Could be some events that pop out that mess with you, but this really is pretty straightforward. Now let's talk about some components. So I love this. This is a game tray that has all the bits in it. You saw it in the video a little bit, but literally setting up this game takes, I don't know, 3 minutes. Because you just take this out, put it on the table, take the lid off. Has everything that you need in it. It's pretty awesome. The little bowls, which I also showed you in the video, which you can keep the yarn in, are pretty awesome as well. I also want to show you the cat, because I didn't get a chance to, I forgot to get the cat out during the video. So let me get the cat out. So here's the bowls. They're just, I guess there's something that has to do with that in the yarning or the knitting or crocheting, I don't know. But the bowls are nice. They're also game trays. And here's the cat. I forgot to show it, but it's just a little adorable little cat meeple, which I like quite a bit. The rule book is pretty straightforward, no issues. Explains how what everything does, explains the special powers, which are not like groundbreaking, but each character does have a special ability, which is pretty cool. And tells you what you do in the game. It's an easy game to play. It looks great on the table, has really nice components, adorable art. The name is kind of a pun, like Arch Ravels. I don't really care about that, but everything else in this game, oh, this is cool. The inside of the box looks like yarn. That's cool. I don't really care about the punny thing, but the game is fun. So I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal. I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.75. Is that right? Yeah, 3.75 out of 5 on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Arch Ravels. Well, not Arch Ravels, I just got myself confused. So that's Arch Ravels, there we go, from XYZ Game Labs. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.